This is Marc Cuniberti, financial columnist for the Union, host of Money Matters and KVMR FM. The news is hitting that we've had a fairly tragic year on Mount Everest. I have an interest in mountain climbing, climbed some small ones here, Mount Shasta and Mount St. Helens in Washington. Nothing like this bad boy. This is 29,035. We've had 11 people die this year. Now, contrary to all belief, they're not all falling off the mountain. Okay, this is technically not the most difficult mountain to climb. Of course, it's the highest, but it's not the most difficult. So as a result, we're getting people up there that don't have as much experience as they should. They're paying guides anywhere from 40,000 to 65,000 to take them up here. You have to buy a permit, $11,000 a permit, and the government's given out about 381 permits this year. That number has been growing. So what is killing people? Variety of reasons, but one of the things we're seeing is there's a big line of people that are trying to get up on a fixed rope here, kind of like, if you ever climbed Half Dome in Everest. They get stuck on the Hillary Step, which is rocks. We have to shimmy up a ladder. The Hillary Step at 28,800 feet is not a place you want to hang out for long. As you can see, the line up is incredibly long. And then, so they get stuck down on the bottom here, and then there's a big line of people, and you have to wait there at 1 or 2 hours in this line. At that temperature, it can be extremely cold. Even if it's not, the altitude will kill you. It's about 33% lower oxygen up there. They do take oxygen bottles, and over 27,000 feet, somewhere in there, it's the death zone. Your body just starts to shut down. The Everest oxygen bottle weighs about 7 pounds, made of carbon fiber aluminum, lasts about 15 to 21 hours, and they usually take 4 to 5 bottles. Over 27,000 feet, somewhere in there, it's the death zone. Your body just starts to shut down. Starts to eat itself. Even at 16,000 feet, I had a heck of a time moving my feet. At 29,000 or 28,000 on your way up, it's almost like moving a lead ball. You definitely don't want to go. People are dying from a variety of reasons. Some people are dying of heart attacks when they get back down to the tent. They die in the tent, or they die coming down. One American died coming down. They die of HAPE or HACE. HAPE is high altitude pulmonary edema, where your lungs fill with water. HACE is high altitude cerebral edema, where your brain swells. They don't know who's going to get it. Even Sherpas get it. And when you get it, you got to get right. You got to get down immediately, because it can kill you pretty quick. So that's HACE and HAPE, fall off the side, or just a plain heart attack. Most people die on the way coming down. It's because they want to get up there. They have this drive to get up there, and they get too tired, and then they can't make it back down. If a storm comes in, like it happened in 1996, John Krakauer's group with the famous book Into Thin Air. Storm came in. They came down to the summit a little late. They leave at 12 a.m. to get there. They got to get off there by about 2 p.m. And there's only a couple of days that usually you can climb this thing in the first place because of the weather. If the weather does come in, it comes in like a freight train. The temperature is minus 55, minus 100. You can't stay up there for long if you get caught in a storm. So the oxygen bottles, charged at 3,000 psi. They weigh about 7 pounds. They last about 15 to 21 hours. They usually bring 4 or 5 up. And they'll go up from Camp 1, Camp 2, Camp 3, Camp 4. And they'll go from Camp 1 to Camp 2, back down, Camp 2 to Camp 3, back down. And they'll go back and forth between these camps to acclimate themselves for about 2 weeks before they make a push to the summit, weather allowing. You can see from this photograph the basic route from base camp to Camp 1, Camp 2, Camp 3, Camp 4 to the summit at 29,029 feet. This can take about 2 to 3 weeks to complete the trip. So, there was a lot of people killed this year. They're dying one at a time. It's been over a period of weeks that these people have died versus 1996, where they all got wiped out in a storm. So definitely not a game. It costs about $45,000 to $65,000 to get there and get a guide to get you up. And so that's the update, and it's unfortunate. And hopefully the government will put a lid on these permits. Otherwise, we can expect more people to die up there.